super excited. It's the Rewind House Band. Hello,
Hey!
guys. Thank you so much for interrupting your rehearsal to chat to me today. How are you all?
We're not bad actually. We're almost done with rehearsals for Rewind North. So we got the tricky one out of the way, which was Scotland, which is always the longest period of rehearsing. But yeah, I think we're doing all right.
But most importantly, we are in an air-conditioned room.
Yeah. Missing all the
Very,
fun.
very important at the moment.
Indeed.
Now tell me, guys, how did this all come about? How did you end up in the Rewind House Band? Because for me, it seems like the perfect job.
Is it?
Perfect job. Yeah. Well, we've been doing the Rewind House Band since 2011.
Well, we is you and me.
Sorry. Yes. So,
Maybe you should introduce yourselves for anybody that's not familiar with the house band. Maybe you could just go around and introduce yourselves. That would really help.
I'm Vincent. I'm the bass player.
I'm Kelly. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Steve, keyboards.
I'm Stelios, I play guitar.
And I'm Pete, I play the other keyboards.
Second keyboard.
The other keyboards.
And I'm Richard, and I'm the cat herder that kind of tries to hold it all together.
And
So you're like the musical director, is that right?
Yeah, I would say that in the loosest of terms.
Who would we?
Yeah. Such a supportive
And you
group.
triangle, right?
But me and Vince have been involved with Rewind since 2011. And through that period, I think it took a few years to get the lineup right, because it's quite a challenging show, this, and it takes a certain person to be able to handle it, because it's just an enormous sort of volume of information. We're looking at how many songs are we doing over this weekend?
You the numbers, guy.
58 this weekend, I think.
58 songs. And because it's the 80s, like there's a bit of rock in there, there's a bit of funk, there's loads of synth sort of pop. So I really needed to put together some kind of outfit which was malleable, and everyone had the skills to play a lot like different styles.
I was going to ask you about that, Richard. I mean, how do you actually learn so many songs? How do you go about doing that?
Well, rehearsals are not really for us. It's for the artists. So because if we have a new artist, they're coming into a room full of complete strangers, and it can be quite a daunting thing. So the band kind of does all of their homework in the months sort of leading up to rehearsals.
Yeah. So by the time we turn up in the rehearsal studio, it's essentially we're pretty much gig
80%
ready.
there. Yeah.
Ben, just give us an idea how many hours you put in then. So how much rehearsal would you do at home, for example?
Oh, it's quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be more, because obviously when the first time around you do all these artists, you learn everything from scratch. And now we've done a lot of these artists, they might just add a few new songs. So it does become easier after all these years. But yeah, in the first few years, it was weeks and weeks of.
It was a nightmare for the first 9 to 10 years of the gig. But I mean, we were just talking about this the other day. We've got a roster of, I think, around 100 artists. So it's a lot of homework. So that's in order to make rehearsals as easy as it can be, and to make the artists comfortable.
Kelly, as soon as the lineup comes out at the start of every year, do you have a quick look and think, yes, there's so and so I can sing with, or
yeah, or like, yes, we've done them, we've done them,
Yeah.
we've done them, we've done them.
Yeah.
Right? Oh no, we've got a new one.
But it's also sometimes a bit guessing who's going to use the house band.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have a meeting with the management around sort of March, so I get a good idea of who's on the list, who might be a tricky customer, who will be easy.
are you going to give us any clue of anybody that's been quite difficult to work with? I know you're going to say no, but it's worth me asking anyway.
No, but it'll be in the book.
Good answer. Good answer. Kelly, I've got to ask. Kelly, you always look so unbelievably happy on stage. Are you always having so much fun, or deep down you're a little bit nervous sometimes?
Really
Miserable.
drunk.
Misery.
Time. No, I'm joking.
The mask.
Yeah.
No, I am. Yeah, I'm always really happy when I'm on stage. Always, as long as I'm singing. Yeah, I'm really happy.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, how do you remember everything? Do you have like set lists and music out in front of you on tablets or something, or do you just learn it?
Yeah, no, it's too much information like to learn off by heart. So I think most of us have an iPad with our cheat sheets on it. We get all of the set lists and sort of printed out, and then at the end of a set, we all screw up the paper and we chuck it at each other. So if you look out for that with the changeovers, like because we will be doing.
Fantastic.
The house band gets a lot of things thrown at us. We've had a few like artists not come in the right place, and if we're running track with that, it means that we can't improvise the arrangement. So we either choose to switch the backing track off or try and get the artist to come back into the arrangement which we'd rehearsed. But
Richard, just for people that don't understand, a bit like me, does that mean like if they're talking a bit too much and they haven't started the song when they should have done?
yeah, or they've missed a cue or
Right.
something, and so it's up to us to kind of decide what we want to do, but we need to make that choice really, really quickly. But it keeps it exciting, I think, in a way.
And is it you that makes these decisions then?
Well, if I'm the one with the hard disk, yeah, or
Yeah.
sometimes Vince goes, "No, we're not having that. We're doing this," and ends. Or
Yeah, we sort of, we kind of keep an eye on each other and try and help each other out, make things obvious. If we all, to bring us all back onto the same sort of
yeah,
bar again.
It's quite hard to make that decision amongst 7 people while
Yes.
we're all and in front of
Yeah,
20,000
but we know
people.
each other well enough for that to
Yeah.
work. So that.
well, I was just going to say that, like, because it's been like a pretty kind of consistent lineup over the years, that we do kind of know each other really well, and we know how someone is going to react to like a situation. So yeah, it's like a really bad-tempered family, dysfunctional. Yeah,
It's functional. Do you watch your performances back on video?
No,
No.
try not to.
absolutely.
I think
No, you say that very adamantly, Kelly.
the first year which we did Henley, and I remember that we headlined with Holly Johnson. Holly hadn't been back playing live for 15 to 20 years.
Something like that.
So like it was a big deal, and he was quite sort of nervous. We obviously we had to put all of the Trevor Horn style tracks like together, which was a lot of work, and everyone was nervous. And I think you can see like Holly's sort of nervous energy, and I think that was the best show that we played with him.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
so. Yeah.
I mean, for people that are watching, it just looks, effortless for you guys. But being on stage for that length of time, particularly in the heat, you must be getting really tired, getting really hot, wanting a break, wanting to go to the toilet. It is a massive length of time that you're on stage, isn't it?
I think earlier when we were talking about Happy Kelly, it's sort of a balance. On one hand, you want to be super concentrated and, you don't want to make any mistakes. And there's a lot of, you sort of really have to concentrate after when you're on stage for 2.5+ hours.
Yeah.
Your sort of mind sometimes drifts. So you want to do that. But on the other hand, you kind of, when you look out and see all those people, you want to sort of enjoy the moment and really kind of, rock out there. So it's a fine balance between.
Yeah. And I think that as we're getting older, we need a lot more loo breaks.
Don't we all? Now, before I ask you guys some fun questions to end with, just tell me, each of you, the best thing about Rewind.
Justin, say catering.
I was going to say, all these guys.
Oh,
You'd be lying.
Yeah. I would say the band, definitely.
For sure.
I laugh so much with these guys. It's great.
Yeah, it is fun and dysfunctional, and yeah, it's a nice hangout.
But it's also the kind of the audiences when you look out there and everyone's singing along. That's pretty epic sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, we've had like a few times when the hairs have gone up from singing, for example, like The Power of Love,
yeah.
sung back to you by 25 to 30,000 is just amazing, and we don't take that for granted.
Yeah. Okay, I want to ask you a few kind of fun questions just to end with about the whole group of you together, if that's okay. So whoever wants to answer first, they can just shout out an answer. Is that all right?
Okay.
Who is The most organised. Unanimous, Finn, unanimous. Who is the funniest?
It's between the departments.
The keyboard
It's
department.
Between the Northerners, yeah.
Very good, very good. Who brings the most baggage with them, like suitcases and bags and boxes and things?
He's in there at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Rob, the sax player. Yeah. He can't get out because his bags are in the way.
Who's the clumsiest?
Oh,
Maybe Rob.
Yeah,
probably Rob.
Rob again.
Easy to blame someone when they're not there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who is the hardest working?
I think Stelios probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Brookie, because he's physically.
Yeah. Well, on stage, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he has to hit things hard.
Yeah, on stage probably the
Yeah.
physically.
I'll work
Who's
hard.
the sweatiest? Brookie.
Yeah, me. Yeah, me.
Who's the bossiest?
Oh, Vinny.
Vinny.
Can be quite bossy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. You're extremely impatient.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
Vin.
loving this. I'm loving this. Who is the most talented?
The Rewind house band.
We're all equally mediocre.
Oh, what a lovely answer.
The group.
Greater than the sum of.
What'd you say, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rob.
No.
Finally, who takes the longest to get ready to go on stage?
Well, that's this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me.
Fantastic. I love you guys. I think what you do is incredible. I absolutely love Rewind and I cannot wait to see you all this weekend at Rewind North. For anybody that hasn't yet bought a ticket for Rewind North or Rewind South, what would you say to them?
Come down and be 16, 17 again and just forget everything else outside of the barriers and come in and have a good time with us.
Mostly between 6 and 9 p.m.
Yes. Yeah.